everyone. It is McRockin coming at you from the McRockin Lounge on behalf of Ford Motor Company's Gimme the Gig 2. This year things are bigger and better and 3 times more prizes, so this is great. And the winners who win this year we'll have 3 actually, who will get to record with the legendary Grammy Award winning Don Was. So right now we're going to be having a special interview with Don Was coming up and to be announced. But right now we're taking questions from everybody, so if you have a question that you would love to ask Don Was, please go to Gimme the Gig's Facebook page where you can ask that question, and we will try to ask that to Don when we have the opportunity. So anything and everything. This is your moment to ask one of the world's greatest producers, so why not, right? Also, we have a couple contests going on for Gimme the Gig right now. We have Gimme the Gear. So take a picture of your current gear if you're a band that's entered in Gimme the Gig, and you can upload it at Gimme the Gig's Facebook page or gimmethegig.com. We also have a new promotion coming up for having to do with likes and getting people to the Gimme the Gig page, where you could win $1,000 towards recording time, which I don't know a single band that couldn't use that. So that's pretty much what we have. And today in studio we actually have PDR, and we're going to be speaking with them in just a second. And right now I'm going to play a song from them called Sister Hera, and see what you think. I actually enjoy it quite a bit. And here it goes. Sometime. Oh, it just switched on me actually. This is not Sister Hera. Bit from PDR. If you'd like to hear more, you can visit them on Facebook, or you can visit at gimmethegig.com, where you can see their video and vote for them. So right now I'd like to introduce Patrick from PDR. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Very good, thanks.
What part of the world does PDR come from?
We're coming out of the San Francisco Bay.
Oh, very nice. And what members do we have in the band?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
What members are there in the band?
Oh, yeah. The members are on bass guitar, we've got Marcus Togel. And on the drums, we have Gabriel Gomez.
Very nice. So, there's definitely some very bright metal influence in your music. So what would you kind of categorize PDR as?
Yeah, definitely there's a metal influence, mainly with the tone, but it's an instrumental group, so the influence goes pretty wide. I would venture to say, like, from everything from Big Dale, The Ventures, to Randy Rhoads, Dimebag Darrell, of course guys like Joe Satriani, Steve Vai. These are all the guys that, you know.
The greats?
Yeah, the greats. That would definitely be.
Yeah, I'm definitely a Joe Satriani fan myself, but
Awesome. Yeah.
So how did PDR come to be? What's the story behind you guys?
Pretty typical in terms of, well, first I gotta ask you, McRockin, that's a Scottish name, right?
Actually Irish.
Irish, awesome. I like it. I have a Scottish brother-in-law, and I don't mean to go off the subject here. I actually donned a kilt on stage, so love the Scottish and the Irish.
Do you really? I love seeing guys in kilts. I think it's great. Definitely shows a strong man and a sense of heritage, so I think that's cool. Yeah.
Thanks.
So
yeah, we like to wear crazy get-ups, big boots and kilts, but and I totally forgot your question. I apologize.
That's okay. We're here to have fun. I was kind of asking how you started as a band, basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, the bass player and I, we go back about a decade and a half, and we both played in other bands and actually took off to different parts of the country and reconvened about 10 years later, which was about 2 years ago here. I found him in the San Francisco Bay, and he plays in a couple other bands. You know how bass players are.
Yeah.
And they always play in a lot of bands, it seems like. And I had my thing, and he was happy enough and cool enough to be a part of it. And my drummer was in another band, and kind of still is. And so we always played gigs together. And so that's like one big family of musicians up here. You know, I've made hundreds of musical friends, and just kind of, as the stars will have it, and chemistry, you just end up going with people and really creating, some incredible music.
Absolutely. I think a lot of times people think metal has to be metal, and I think in your music there's definitely melody and there's harmony, and you can hear that, and I think it opens the door to a lot of new fans because it does have that kind of backbone to it instead of just being metal. So
It's a huge compliment right there. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a metal fan. So how did you guys find out about Gimme the Gig?
Online. I saw Don was his name, and I knew it was definitely worth a shot. He's a true mover and shaker, so I just took our latest, we just finished a new album called Approaching Wasabi, and the title cut on it, that's the one I uploaded. And it just dropped on CD Baby about 2 days ago, complete. I guess it was yesterday. But, yeah, so I just shot it right over to you guys, and here we are.
So, if you could ask Don Was any question in the world, what would it be?
I would ask him if there's any chance at all he was looking for a guy like me. I'm all ears to whatever he's got input-wise, how he could utilize my talent. But I guess the question, would be, what could I do for you? Really, I'm at your service. I'm at your disposal.
What do you think the experience would be like? Because I think this is actually the first time anyone's done this, that the guys at Galpin Auto Sports have actually put an entire recording system in a 2012 Focus, and it's completely like Bond, James Bonded out, and just, it's a pimp ride, basically. But what do you think it would be like to record in a Focus with Don Was?
Yeah, it'd be awesome. I feel really at home because I can't tell you how many mix downs I've listened to in my Mustang. That's always it. When you get out of the mixing room, I throw what used to be cassettes, now it's all CDs, in the car, and that's always been the be-all, end-all of the mix, is listen to it in the car. How does it sound when you're driving down the street,
Yep.
So I think it'd be just a kick in the pants to do the whole album in a car. That'd be a trip.
That's actually the truth, and that's the first time I thought of it that way, but I can't tell you how many bands I've worked with, and as soon as you get that CD in your hand, the first thing you do is jump in your car and listen to it, above a home audio system or anything.
Yeah, it's like, let's go listen to it in the car, take a drive down the street, get something to drink, and hear what it sounds like.
Absolutely. That's a brilliant thought right there. So let's see here. What would you say to your fans in regards to how can they help you with Gimme the Gig, if you could tell them right now?
Oh, man, I would first just start with a big thank you. On short notice, it was only about a few days, we had about 50 people assembled for our little thing we call PDR out at the Great Mall, and it was just tremendous how they all came out to see us. So I'd start with a big thank you, but really that's all I ask is the support, the feedback, the comments, good and bad about the music, showing up to the shows. So
you actually played a Gimme the Gig event, yes?
What was that again? I'm sorry.
You actually played a Gimme the Gig event?
Oh, yeah.
And how was that experience?
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. playing in the parking lot for a mall. I was like, I know that was my dream. I've always wanted to play in a mall parking lot. Seriously. It was a nice stage, too.
Yeah.
Totally impressed with what Ford put together. Very cool stage. There's people taking pictures. Like I said, all our people came out there. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Ford definitely does a good job with, just so everybody knows, a lot of the bands that are in Gimme the Gig will play live shows as part of kind of like a semifinal scenario. And these events that the bands play at are just, Ford takes a lot of time and a lot of, I guess just creative detail to make these events just really cool. So if you have an opportunity and you see one coming up in your state, absolutely go see it, because it's some of the best bands in your state that are going to be playing these gigs. And, you can get the schedule of where we're going to be at the Gimme the Gig page or at the Facebook page for Gimme the Gig. So,
awesome.
yeah.
And it was nice and loud, too. We love that because, we love to play loud.
Absolutely. So, I guess that's pretty much it for today. But I appreciate having you here, Patrick, and I wish PDR the best of luck. And we're going to leave while I play Approaching Wasabi. So, I guess anything else left to say, Patrick?
Oh, I hope we can talk again. And thank you so much for taking the time out for us. We really appreciate it. And thank you, everybody out there listening. We love you. We're going to keep rocking for you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me in the McRockin Lounge. And remember, guys, if you want to check out more of PDR, you can visit them at the Gimme the Gig page where you can vote for them as well. So, show your support and support these guys. So here's a little bit of Approaching Wasabi, and I'm out. So I'll see you tomorrow. Here it goes.
Awesome. That was fun. Thank you.
Oh.